I think all great songs have this relationship between the sound of the vocal and the sound of the music, regardless of the meaning. Some of my favorite songs, I still don't know what they're about.
Are you a lyrics guy? Because a lot of musicians they'll listen to the music first, or a lot of people listen to the lyrics first. Do you find that
anyone who says they listen to the lyrics first is biologically incorrect? Hear me out. 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 They did this crazy experiment where they were playing the first split second of Eleanor Rigby for people. And most people, non-musicians, like normal people like yourselves, were able to recognize it instantly, like in the first second, because of the texture. But if they played covers of Eleanor Rigby, the people weren't able to recognize it because the actual specific texture of the recording, of the way that it was recorded, and that specific person playing that specific cello, whatever, it sparked a memory in people. And there were a lot of different analyses of this study. And one of the prominent ones was that human beings recognize texture first, above all things. And it's a biological function that allows us to distinguish between a predator in the distance, or food that we can hunt, or rain that means that, all of these kinds of things that when we're tapping back into our 40,000-year-old selves, that this is what we're hearing. This is the purpose of our ears, and that basically the theory is that human beings will always recognize texture before any details. So I would argue that biologically, even if you're really tuned into the lyrics, you're actually more tuned into the sound and the texture and the timbre of that person's voice before you're tuned into the actual words that they're saying. I feel like if the music doesn't sound good, people aren't even going to arrive at the lyrics. They're not even going to hang in there long enough to check it out. So it's very important that the things that we do as musicians sound good. That's why when someone asks, what's the most important thing about bass? I say tone. When someone says, what's the most important thing about drums? I say tone. You know what I mean? Tone. Tone is the most important thing, because if the sound is pleasurable, that invites you into the house to check out what rhythms are being played, what notes are being played. But if the sound is not enjoyable, it's like seeing an ugly rundown house that might have, I don't know, a Picasso inside, but you'll never know because you're not going into it.